quarters full. A fair crowd on the other side. Probably not as big a crowd as we would expect from Newark, but again, they're 1-4 at this point in time, so you can expect their crowd to be smaller, Keith.
We're about ready for the kickoff, and it's kicked away from the 40-yard line. It's going down and into the end zone. Tyler Marcus approaching the kick, and it is away, and it's going to be taken by number 21, Brock Thompson, at the 10, the 15, the 20 to the 25, and just over the 25 to the 26-yard line. And that's where Lancaster were at kind of late, as he was not supposed to be out there. The I formation. Beatty with a pitch back to Notestone. He's going to sweep the right side, and he's going to be met for virtually no gain at just about the 26-yard line, which was the line of scrimmage. I noticed tonight, Jerry, that's part of the clock is not working.
Yeah, the brand new scoreboard's having trouble tonight.
Here's the pitch again to Notestone, and this time he will take it over the 30-yard line to about the 31, gain of about the... Brad Beatty calling the signals for the Golden Gales. The young sophomore quarterback turns, makes the handoff, rolls to his left, looks downfield for a man, and the ball is incomplete along the sideline at about the 43-yard line.
Back in punt formation, and Newark will get a chance at the football.
Spires will go into punt formation to punt this kick away. The snapback is a good one. The kick is a high kick, not very long. Will bounce at the Newark 45, takes a gale roll down inside the 35 and down to about the 32-yard. At about the 32-yard line, Newark Wildcats. I formation. There's the give to the tailback. That's Warren Weber, and he has met hard at about the 31-yard line.
And a nice hit. Short yardage brings up a 2nd and 8.
Back to the line of scrimmage comes Newark. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, the pitch back to the tailback. He's going to sweep the left side, and that's Warren Weber once again. Gets a couple more yards on the play to bring up a 3rd down. With a big defensive stand here, they're going to call it 3rd down and 6 for the Newark Wildcats. Chris Peterson still the quarterback. There's the draw play to the tailback, and he's got the 1st down as he crosses the 45 to the 48-yard line. That was Rashad Royster.
At least 10 more yards. It may have been going.
At this time, WLOH joins the Cleveland Indians Radio Network for Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. The Lancaster-Newark game can be heard live tonight on WLRY 88.5.
Nelson talks to Tribe catcher Sandy Alomar. All this and more coming up on the Cleveland Indians Radio Network.
The Huntington Bank Warm-Up Show is brought to you by Huntington Bank. Call a Huntington Bank personal banker 20...
Sheriff's Office, Heston's Auto Service and Used Cars, Tabarrio's, Trio TV and Appliance, Auto Illusions, Buckeye Honda, Benier's Drive-Thru, and Milby Muffler.
Drilled to deep left center field. Away back. It is gone.
Y'all ready for this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Indians Warm-Up. I'm Matt Underwood at Jacobs Field in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, where it's Game 3 of the American League yesterday morning in New Philadelphia, Ohio, when his car was blindsided by a tractor-trailer rig. Herb suffered serious injuries, but I can tell you that his condition has been upgraded from critical to guarded at Altman Hospital in Canton, Ohio. He has been taken off a ventilator, and we were talking moments ago with a thrilling victory in 12 innings in Game 2 in Yankee Stadium. The final count was 4-1, but as you know by now, what a wild affair it turned out to be. The Indians broke the deadlock on a bunt by Travis Fryman in the 12th inning. Tino Martinez over the final 5 1/3 innings of work. Tonight it's Game 3, and what a pivotal game this will be tonight for both teams, because the series has now been reduced to a best of October.
If you mention you heard this ad on WLOH, they'll install the modem you purchase for just $5. That's Computer Renaissance, 1148 North Memorial Drive, across from the Plaza Shopping Center.
Make a wise decision today and get that new car confidence with a quality used car from Buckeye Honda car buying experience. Buckeye Honda and Buckeye Honda Auto Select. That's Route 33 North, Lancaster. Come see us today.
You get out of bed in the morning, you're going to turn up the heat, but the
421.
Think installing a satellite dish is expensive? Well, think again. Dish Network's standard professional installation is a mere $49. And right now you can...
Welcome back to Indians warm-up. I'm Matt Underwood at Jacobs Field for Game 3 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. It's going to be a brisk night in downtown Cleveland. Temperature 57 degrees right around first pitch time, but the nationally televised audience. It was Sunday night, June 21st, and Colon went 8 innings. He allowed the Yankees just 3 base hits. He shut them out, he walked 5, and struck out 10 as the Indians buried the Yanks 11-0. Andy Pettitte, on the other hand, has split 2 decisions this year against the Indians. He pitched last against the Tribe September the 21st and in the complete game victory for Andy Pettitte. So he's had mixed results against the Indians. Sometimes he's dominating. Other times the Indians have just flat out hammered him, and they have hit Andy.
Our 100% fresh kosher beef, perfectly seasoned and as perfect tasting as a hot dog can be. Well, now you'll find this great kosher favorite here at Jacobs Field. That's right, Hebrew National is now the official kosher hot dog of the Cleveland Indians.
For watching the Knitting Channel.
Has this ever crossed your lips?
Honey, wouldn't it be romantic if we spent our vacation in the backyard?
These are obvious signs that you need money. The way to get it is by taking control and consolidating your bills at Huntington Banks.
Equity line of credit from Huntington Banks. You can consolidate your bills into a low monthly payment.
If you didn't show up one day, well, doctor... But what if your local grocer doesn't show up? I'm a professional automotive technician, and on those days when my customers drive by the shop and give me a big wave, I feel important. Because when I fix their car, it runs right. That's why I trust CarQuest Auto Parts.
CarQuest, our parts meet is going for the Indians tonight. What does he have to do in order to give the Indians a chance to win this ball game?
I think he has to be patient and be himself, pitch the way he pitched early in the year with his sinker fastball and his breaking ball away. I think all you have to do is try to maintain the ball low, because if his fastball has a lot of movement, it's very tough to hit at 95 miles per hour. Sandy, there's been a situation, and he came in, and as a young guy, we were like hoping he delivered, and he did. He got rattled early in the game, and he composed himself after that, and he showed me right there that he matured, because playing in Boston in a tough crowd and having people on base, as long as you keep it down in the knees, if you start bouncing those ends, I'll be in trouble. But other than that, it's pretty easy to catch.
Is there anything that we should look for early in the game, the first few innings from Bartolo?
Just basically, yes, if he keeps the ball low, we're in good shape. If he start bringing the ball up, then we have to make sure.
How does the team or the hitters feel they need to attack Andy Pettitte?
Well, Andy Pettitte, he's the type of guy that throws cutters and changes and curveballs, and basically against Texas, he kept the ball away. It's kind of surprising to me. I don't know if he's trying to set up a different thing. Well, I don't feel 100%, but I feel good enough to play. Postseason, there's no time to rest. You go out there and perform and help your team win.
Tribe catcher Sandy Alomar, this is Dave Nelson. Stay tuned for Tom Hamilton with the Mike Hargrove Show right after this timeout on the Cleveland Indians Radio Network.
Enjoy your fight.
Care for another glass of wine, sir?
Well, yes, but I rang you because there's something wrong with my headset. Some kind of echo.
Really? Which white wine were you drinking, sir?
A very nice Chardonnay. You poured it from the bottle that's kind of square on the bottom and round on the top.
Oh.
Teams to the Indians at Jacobs Field. The Indians back home. The Indians with a very emotional win on Wednesday afternoon. You've got to feel good, though, Mike. You're back home for 3. You've already established you can beat this ball club a year ago during the season, and
that anytime we played the Yankees, we matched up well and played them very well. There at the end of the season when we had the 4-game series in New York with the game on the day off. It was the make-up game on the day off, and the doubleheader the next day to make up another game, and then the last game, we felt like we went in there obviously and scored, but we feel like we can play with the Yankees. We feel like we can play with anybody, and I don't think that should come as a surprise to anybody. If you look at the talent we have on this ball club, the people that we have, the character that they have, and the history that they have, he shouldn't surpass to prove that. He's hitting .333 off Andy Pettitte in 9 at-bats. That's three hits in 9 at-bats. For me, that's not enough of a track record to really say, let's go this way. I feel that Enrique Wilson right now, he does the little things that it takes to win ball games. He doesn't try to, obviously he's not very big, and he doesn't try to hit the ball 500 foot. But if you need a runner to get over from second base, or you need a runner in from third base on a squeeze or a bunt to get a man from first to second, Joey Cora is the type of player that can and will get that done. Enrique Wilson gives us just a little bit of a different look, maybe a little stronger hitter from the right side. And then with Mark Whitten out in left field, it really came down to this. Is not a first baseman. I mean, he's not going to play the position the way Tommy can or Sexton can. So I think it just gives us a little more flexibility at the end of the ball game with Richie sitting on the bench right now, and it gives us maybe a little bit better bat right now with Mark Whitten in the lineup. I'm not saying I don't know if Mark's going to get hit tonight or not, but it gives us a switch hitter in that role. Also, it gives us another big arm in the outfield, and it's the Yankees will just
5-4-2. Life demands more, and at Fairfield National Bank you can expect more.
Member FDIC.
When shopping for a late model used car, truck, or van, your first stop should be Heston's Auto Service and Used Cars. There's always a great selection. These cars are clean and priced right. Jim and Shirley Heston pride themselves on friendly personal service,
offering a huge selection of Country Carpets can provide a free estimate for you, as well as install your new floor. Carpets Crafts Department when you visit them at their new location. Country Carpets, 229 Cedar Hill Road in Lancaster.
The American League office announced that they have fined Yankee owner George Steinbrenner for making inappropriate comments about the umpires. Well, we'll be back with the starting lineups for both the Indians and Yankees after this timeout on the Cleveland Indians Radio Network.
It's time to get ready for the Indians and the Yankees in the American League Championship Series. The Huntington Bank Warm-Up Show has been brought to you by Huntington Bank,
Buckeye Honda, Benier's Drive-Thru, and Milby Muffler.
And Indians playoff baseball right after this.
We can't convince you BMW's new 3 is better looking than your car without showing you. We don't expect you to believe it feels better than your car until you feel it. But let us just ask you, spacious, safe, luxurious, and musical.
The new 3 comes with a powerful 24-valve, 6-cylinder engine, standard scheduled maintenance, standard all-season traction, BMW's cornering brake control, and the world's first head protection system, starting at $26,970.
20 WLOH, Lancaster.
Swing and a drive! To deep left field! This ball gone!
This American League Championship Series matchup between the Indians and the Yankees is set to begin. Indians Playoff Baseball is brought to you by your local Sherwin-Williams store. When only the best will do, ask Sherwin.
Rated the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office, Heston's Auto Service and Used Cars, Cabarrio's, Trio TV and Appliance, Auto Illusions, Buckeye Honda, Benier's Drive-Thru, and Milby Muffler.
Fires a strike. Leading out for the New York Yankees, second baseman Chuck Knobloch, followed by shortstop Derek Jeter. Right fielder Paul O'Neill will bat third, followed by Bernie Williams, the center fielder. He'll hit cleanup. Tino Martinez at first base will bat fifth. Chili Davis gets the start at designated hitter. He'll bat sixth. Shane Spencer
really puts the other team in a tough situation.
Well, we saw it a year ago when you look back, Game 3 of the American
momentum, and it almost turns on the odd games, 1, 3, and 5, you know, so we'll see what happens here tonight.
David, what do you think?
Well, I talking with Sandy Alomar today on our pregame show, he really feels very confident about Bartolo. So I really look, if Bartolo can really keep the ball club, the Indians, in the game through 7 innings, I give the edge to the Indians tonight.
All right, guys, it's the Indians and the Yankees. Game 3 of the ALCS after this timeout.
Burdick Jewelers, family and assortment of ladies and men's Pulsar wristwatches for everyday or dress wear, all at 20% off. Guys, for an engagement ring she'll be proud of, see Burdick's complete selection to fit your style and price range. Burdick Jewelers, 160 West Main Street in Lancaster. Barking up the wrong tree, call the Beatty crew today for a free estimate on tree removal, stump removal, trimming, and landscaping. Trust your lawn care needs to Beatty Lawn and Tree Service. 50 years of experience, prompt and dependable service, and fully insured. Our guys go out on a limb to satisfy. Call the Beatty crew today at 653-3331 for all your lawn and tree maintenance. Proud to sponsor the Lancaster Gales and Ohio State
1998 American League Championship Series. Hi again, everybody. This is Tom Hamilton along with Mike Hegan and Dave Nelson. It will be very much an autumn Friday night in downtown Cleveland, but very pleasant for what we can sometimes experience this time of the year. We will have a very light breeze tonight that is blowing out toward right field. At this time, Andy Pettit for the New York Yankees. The two teams are still in their respective dugouts. Both starting pitchers are still in their respective bullpens as they continue to warm up, and we're going to get this game started a little bit later than expected. Of course, I don't know if we're seeing some of the first cracks in the Yankee armor or what, because they're sure making an awful lot about that.
They really are, Tom, and I mean, I was very surprised at how vocal Joe Torre was after the ball game, not only about that play, but about the umpiring, and it looks to me like the Yankees are complaining a little bit too much.
Well, George Steinbrenner complained so much today he was fined by the American League. Surprisingly, Joe Torre was not.
Yeah, that is interesting, but and I don't know what the reason for that would be, because it was, I thought Torre was...
Been many bumps in the road, Mike, and you always wonder how a team will handle adversity, which is why the Indians feel a win tonight by Cleveland really tightens the screws on the Yankees.
Well, no question about it, Tom. I mean, you can, you know, outwardly the Yankees will say there's no pressure. There are a lot of things, but when, again, it's going to get them here tonight.
The umpires are now in the home plate area, and the lineup cards will be exchanged by Johnny Gorel and Chris Chambliss. This crowd's starting to work itself into a frenzy. Indians and Yankees, that's all you have to say in the city of Cleveland. This will be at a fever pitch. And Mike, again, just going back to a year ago, Game 3, when the Indians...
as I said earlier, the odd games seem to be the pivotal games, and this one for the Indians is especially big, Tom, because you've got Bartolo Colon, who is still young and an unknown commodity, going against this very experienced...
We've checked with various people, and we'll keep them nameless because you know, we don't want to get anybody in trouble. But the New York Yankees tonight asked the American League and the umpires to measure the mound.
Here, every opportunity, or try to take every advantage here, and they're 0-1 in this one anyway.
Well, this is what makes October baseball the best, folks. It doesn't get any better than this, as the Indians have taken the field, and it's on the shoulders tonight and the right arm of Bartolo Colon, who in the regular season went 14-9, had an ERA, gave up a run on 5 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3. Fastball, curve, and changeup for Bartolo Colon. He is 6 feet, 215 pounds, 23 years old. He sealed his spot on the All-Star Club when he beat Hideki Arabu 11-0
here by or 98. If you leave the ball in the middle of the plate and can't get another...
Black wants to play for Grover. He'll take him in a heartbeat.
Hey, it was one mistake. Unfortunately, it was on center stage.
Chuck Knobloch, 1-for-11 in the American League Championship Series. Right-handed.
People want to know what things they can easily modify, diet, exercise, and so on. And unfortunately, these are the areas where we don't know as much as we'd like to about that.
Source number 1, Warren Weber. Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. He was tackled by number 75, Terry Vollmer. The first down for score, Lancaster 7. Number 1, Warren Webb. Chris Peterson. See ya. Number 30. Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. Complete number 4, Matt Gilligan. There's a flag on the play. Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. Lancaster tacklers, number 99, Matt Hart.
Get it off, boy. Get it off, get it off, get it off. Please, nobody's in a rush. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Somebody make a tackle. Chris Campbell. Get up here, right behind him, please. Riley, get up there, right behind him. They want you.
Number 34, Travis Allen carried the ball. He was hit by number 92.
Riley.
Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball.
Just saying, we just got to know.
North number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. There's a flag on the play. Touchdown Wildcats. North pointing. Sean Nostone returns the kick. This pass coming up. Lancaster Athletic booster, section booth. Brad Beatty's pass. Completed to number 3, Mike Black.
Side sweep.
Number 11, Bobby Carpenter made the tackle. First ball player Number 34, Travis Dallas carried the ball. Touchdown Wildcat. For Lancaster 7, Jordan 27. Complete number 24. Brad Beatty's pass is complete. Number 32, Brandon Dilley. Second down and 10 from the Lancaster 33-yard line. Officials timeout.
15 yards against the official. I feel better than we were playing the sales one year. Ray Hall was referee. Went back there and quarterback getting ready to pass and rose off the ball out of his hand.
Seconds to the clock.
The clock out of the quarterback.
flag. Offside against the Wildcats. After the penalty.
That's a short 5 yards.
Second down and 5 from their own 37-yard line. Picked tackled by North's number 39, Chris Campbell. Third down and long for the Gales. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Number 32. Brad Beatty pass complete to number 24, Matt Friesman. Number 7, Brad Beatty, the ball carrier. Number 32, Brandon Jim. The 7-yard line. Brad Beatty, the ball carrier. Number 7, Brad Beatty, the ball carrier. He got it. Yeah! John Lancaster, the ball carrier. The score, Lancaster 13. Number 44. Short ball carrier number 1, Warren Weber. Newark's number 38. John Duke will stop on about the 27-yard line. First down and 10 for the Gales from their own 27. Number 52, Jonathan Passarello. Carried the ball. He was brought down by Newark's 39, Chris Campbell. Third down and 3 for the Gales from their own 35-yard line. John Notes on the ball carrier. Brought down by number 7, T.J. Dillon.
Take care. Okay. See you later.
Number 1. Number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. Number 27, Robbie Riley carried the ball. Newark number 38 was stopped.
You guys later.
Newark's number 1, Warren Weber carried the ball. Touchdown Newark. Number 15, John Duchel. Number 21, Ross Thompson on the remain.
14-yard line.
Brad. George ball carrier number 14, Chris Peterson.